miss anything. You know, like when we do a show, man, you gotta goddamn hit record off top because if you don't, you're gonna fucking miss something. I can always edit some shit out, but the shit that we be saying, you never you never know get that shit back. Yeah, you can't get that shit back.
Oh, it's just me and you in the dark. Oh, I caught you peeking at my soul. I caught you peeking at my soul. I caught you peeking at my soul. As I walk barefoot across the sun on your bitch ass. Nigga!
Man, I like your shit though, bro. Like, what you like? You been working on some new pieces and shit?
Yeah, man. I got some new pieces. I'll show you this one.
Damn. So what's that? You got that off a picture or something? Like,
yeah, I just copied the picture.
Man, ladies and gentlemen, that's right there. When y'all want some art, man, y'all better hit this man up, man. That's what the fuck you want to get. That's what you want to pay for right now. That is fucking hard work and dedication like that. That's fucking dope right there. Put that one close
to a little small commission, you know.
Ooh, fucking shit. Now y'all see that shit? Now that shit dope. That's what the fuck dope this is. Motherfucking with talent, man. That's like a lost art.
For real.
Man, shit. It's a motherfucker because talent consists of just paying attention, repetition. Wow. She beautiful as fuck. Is that? Yeah, that's cold-blooded. Now that's cold-blooded. You done did all this stuff? Like, damn. Have you did this stuff? Wow. Since the last time I seen you?
Yeah.
Oh, you godly, man. Your shit that got faster. Like, you ain't on no, like, on it. Damn. How many hours do it take you to put into a piece like the last one you showed?
I'll say I probably did like eight hours in it. I might do like 2 hours a day. I mean, so 2 hours, maybe 8, 9.
That's some wild shit right there. Man, I hope I got my lighter in here, man. I was doing setup, man. Thank you for joining the show, man. It's episode 175, bro. Hell yeah. Heck yeah, man. 175. I did my nigga Crazy Visionary. He a cool ass artist. He be out there and shit. Like, I did him last night, and I was like, man, I've been waiting on this one right here. I was like, yo, man, I just need to relax, talk to my dog. I was gonna come see you the other day.
Oh, yeah?
And that's what, I don't know if you remember what the question I had asked you. And because if you needed that, then I would have just brought it to you on the strength. But I was busy than a motherfucker, man. I was so busy, man. I was like, God damn. And by the time I could get over there, it would have been like 11, 12 o'clock. I was like, man, fuck. Yeah, man. So shit, what's been up, man? Because we got some shit to talk about on this motherfucker.
I know, right? I mean, but same old. It's just I think I'm trying to get into the little fashion industry, so I might be doing some clothing in a minute.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Yo, man, you know, that's the fashion industry. They, you know, remember the conversation between Sway and Kanye West? Sway was like, basically, just get a warehouse and like start your shit up. And Kanye was like, no, I can't do that. You actually can do that shit. Like the way I was looking at it, because I looked into it. I'm not gonna even get.
I think the smartest thing to do is to get the sales first, and then try to fulfill them. Like if you just go out and get a whole bunch of inventory and you haven't gotten the sales yet, you can do it that way. But I think that's a harder, scarier way.
Yeah, man. Yeah, because then you got to eat that shit. If you know what I'm saying, like. But it'll grow. Like I say, man. Like I'm into growing right now. Like some niggas talk about like, man, why ain't you got like, dude asked me the other day, man, you know how he can get 250,000? I ain't with no fucking gimmicks, no bullshit.
Yeah,
I like real actual factual, because when the niggas send cash apps and they send their money, I know exactly how many people send it. I know, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got actual humans, I got no overblown promotion. And over time I can grow. Like, niggas don't think about, man, what I'm gonna be doing with this company in 5 to 10 years. You know what I'm saying? You should, because hell, if you go to college, that's 4 years right there.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So you got a plan like that, you might as well plan in your life. So, man, what's up with the Asian Lives Matter movement, man? I'm gonna start off there.
Man, I don't know. It's weird though. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, as I looked, you know, after we talked about it last time, I looked into it. You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't really. I live in Atlanta, Georgia, so it's not a lot of Asians here for one thing, right. And you know, a few that's here, I don't think they was like problematic or anything like that as far as like Black people are concerned. I've seen some other stuff happen in some other places and stuff, but that's wild, man. It's like
fucking crazy.
Everybody trying to get a victim card. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
man. Like, you seen, all right. So the last show we did together, we talked about that. We did a little brief thing on Asian lives, you know what I'm saying, like the attacks, and we was kind of like, that's weird. And now, like, the mugs that came out here in one of the biggest cities in the United States, and it shot eight people at this spa.
Yeah.
Like, do that shit sound like a damn setup, don't it? All of your shit went mute. Ask to unmute. Yeah, I'm asking you to. I don't know. I'm gonna keep hitting ask to unmute. Oh shit! I didn't know what happened. I was like, man, what the heck?
That out, right?
Yeah, man. Like, yeah. All I have to do is pause it and shit like that. I ain't got no curator. You know what? That's what I need to get, man. Like, when season 7 start, I'm gonna fucking get me another person to work as the curator type of person, whatever. Do my screen changes and shit like that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Shit.
So this live?
Nah. It ain't live. Like, I might start going live on YouTube after a while. You know what I'm saying? But I'm really right now in the middle of like getting the business of this shit straight. Cause I didn't even, man, bro, when I started this shit, man, it was just like, I was sick of making beats for motherfuckers. I was sick of doing DJ work. I was sick of doing all that shit. I was just like, man, I just need a break, but I do want to talk to artists and entrepreneurs. Yeah. And this shit just worked, bro. Like, it just started working. You know what I'm saying? And now I got something to work with. Now I gotta like actually do all of this shit now. And I was like, fuck, man. And when people ask me questions, I don't fucking know, man. I just, you know what I'm saying? This shit became something I ain't even fucking think. Man, it's like 3 or 4, 5,000 motherfuckers watching this shit. 10,000 people listening to the shit on the radio. Like, what the fuck am I saying, bro? Like, but it's consistency. That's all.
That's what it is.
Consistency. You could be fucking talking about dolphins, any goddamn thing. Consistency. People just gonna start listening to that shit. Like, that's crazy as fuck. But I'm trying to get this shit together though. But yeah, so the Asian people, man, like, they shot up the nail salon. And
massage parlor.
Yeah, massage parlor. Don't that shit sound like a fucking fill up? Like, cause like 2 weeks ago we was just talking about like Asian lives, but like I never heard about no Asian brutality. I'm quite sure like every race get it, but at the same time, to the extent of what they talking about.
Here's the thing that I'm talking, like, that's hard is like, okay, when you start doing things about like race and trying to say if something was race related. Now the man saying that he had a sexual addiction, so he shot up the place because he figured like it was just a bad place and it caused him, you know what I'm saying? He blamed that for that, you know what I'm saying? Now, is it racist? It might be racist in a way that, you know what I'm saying, like how white people fetishize Asian women and stuff like that. So those the places.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like, that's a very hard thing to prove. Like, was it because you an asshole or was it because you was an Asian? You know what I'm saying? Like in circumstances, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know. I'm interested in seeing how they gonna work their civil rights, because like everything that Black people did as far as civil rights is concerned, it helped everybody.
Have you taken a test? Are you going to take a test?
No. Well, I'm not taking a test for the summer reason. I have no symptoms. I have not. I'm practicing pretty good social distancing. I don't go to.
But it's hard to. Fully do it.
But not everybody in the United States should take a test. I mean, I have no symptoms. There's no reason for me.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody of color. So if they can do it a little bit better than us, and you know what I'm saying, and help everybody of color, I'm down for it. But let's see.
That shit crazy as fuck, man. I mean, like, and then you think like it just ain't the same fight. It ain't the same fight because you can actually go to Chinatown. You can actually go to like Koreatown or.
I mean, but you can go to Nigga Town too, but they don't call it that. They call it the ghetto.
Oh boy, the Shine's gonna be mad at that shit. Oh man. Hey, but yeah, so like with these goddamn Asian, this Asian lives, man, I don't know if it's a setup. I don't know if it's like, I don't know, man. I'm just at the point to where I'm watching this shit like a movie. Like,
well, you know what I'm saying? The big push that they doing in this country, you notice like with Biden and like they trying to make sure that America has a good face around the world. Because when, you know, like our dignitaries go to other places, you know what I'm saying? The first thing that people say is, well, you racist against our people in your country. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like now they trying to do the face of America over, where it's like, we're not racist no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We don't have this brutality. So everybody gotta, you know, like have a stake in the little fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Nothing is really gonna change, because I feel like racism is embedded in everything that we do in America, from the healthcare system to even when you're applying for unemployment, even when you know what I'm saying?
Religion, man. It's a religion.
It's a religion. You know what I'm saying? It's like
you look at it like religion. Religion and ideology is sort of like broke up. Where it's like embedded. It's like that plus lifestyle brings racism. Like if I think a certain way, like this way, and it's a hard right, is the way I think, man, that's just gonna bring racism, because I'm not gonna like what you do and I'm gonna think it's evil, you know?
Yeah, and then people are afraid of difference anyway. So it's like
right.
Yeah.
Like tribalism.
Exactly. And if it's embedded, that's what you heard when you growing up, and everything in society, even if it ain't saying outright that you're a white person, you better than everybody else, is saying it, you know, in media, is saying it in like who they show, and you know, like the models, who's supposed to be the most beautiful person and stuff.
Yeah.
TV, who gets the roles, you know what I'm saying?
All that shit crazy.
So
it's like
we're gonna have to tear this thing down and rebuild it for us to say there's no racism, you know what I'm saying? And that's gonna take, you know.
Yeah, that's something I think that's a fake desire that we can get rid of racism. I think it's just gonna be here, man. And
I think we can get rid of racism as far as policies and the way businesses run and stuff like that. But I don't think you're gonna get rid of that ideology within cultures and personal feelings. You know what I'm saying? Which is cool with me. You know what I'm saying? As long as you take it out of, you know, like as long as you ain't blocking my happiness and blocking, you know, me being able to achieve whatever I want to achieve in society, you can be as racist as you want. Just stay away from me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. That's how I am.
Like, when you talk about free, and that's what I wanted to get into, is like when you talk about certain freedoms that you have as far as ideology and stuff like that, we got to be careful, because once we start infringing on people's freedoms, it might come back to bite us.
Yeah, because you can't do this and
now, like Black people, we in the spot now. Look how they might try to flip it, because we're in the spot where all the hate crimes are being committed against us, for, you know, like with the police and stuff like that. Now, just imagine when they start like Asian hate you just get in a fight with an Asian person. Now you get charged
Over
with a hate
with, dude.
crime too.
You
as
in
a black
trouble.
person. You know what I'm saying?
This is the worst time, yeah. This is the
as
worst
a black
time,
person,
man.
just imagine getting, you know what I'm saying,
Man.
locked up for a hate crime.
Man,
Like,
dude.
come on.
And it could happen. Like it's
That can
so
happen
close
like
to
that.
like right
So you
now
gotta
too.
be
Like
careful with stuff like this.
it says, you sent me this thing that said anti-blackness in the Asian American community.
Yeah, it was an Asian lady speaking on it, and she was breaking down some facts as how
I seen that video.
Yeah, how the Asian community is racist and things that they need to do to change, because like she was just letting them know we ain't one of them. You know,
They never stood with us on anything. Like they just stand on whatever side that wins for the most part. Now I do know some solid ass Asian folks, man. Like who don't know some solid ass anybody in any race?
Exactly,
So,
that's another thing you got to look at too. It's like what they put in the media and then the reality that you live. Because in the reality that I live, the white people that I come in contact with, and you know what I'm saying, they cool. The black people
as fuck. Yeah, like a lot of the people more white people than black people watch this show. Like basically every week since the first motherfucking show, dog. And I talk unapologetically so they can understand where I come from and know how I feel. You know what I'm saying? I'm put that out there, but at the same time, they ain't racist. They don't give a fuck. And sometimes I have to switch the topic up because I start going, but like, well, they can't even relate. They're watching this shit, so let me go ahead and keep saying what I'm saying, so I can at least get through to them and like they understand when they run up on another real black person, you know, and not a black white person, you know, because there's a difference. There's a difference in a black white person and a black person, because like that Stacey Dash shit just ain't.
Yeah,
that ain't black people. That ain't how real black. That ain't it.
Nah, that's people that self-hating themselves, so they think. And trust me, I used to be like that. Not like that, but
to an extent I was too.
Not like that, like a Stacey Dash, but it having that mindset, like, damn, black people be fucking up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? That's before I educated myself in, okay, this comes from something. This stems from something. You know what I'm saying?
Right. This is, yeah.
Like then I started learning about the drugs that was pumped into our neighborhoods, the prison pipelines from school. Stuff like that. It's like they breeding niggas to be dumb. You can't.
Yeah, it's like, man, you know how many hurdles, like in all actuality, of black, like for us to be doing this and to be just normal, average people, man, like that's a lot. Cause like it's a lot
without a record, and
it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot to be living, you know, just to be able to come to the womb and come out of the womb. But then we got after we come into the world, we have to, you know what I'm saying, that the water in the hood, we can't drink that shit. So how we gonna survive to this point? You know what I'm saying? Like we might have titties, we might
miracles, man.
We might get morphed, we might get like prescribed the wrong shit. Like anything all the way here. Or we might just could be set up by the cops. In prison for the rest of our life. Like it's
exactly. One little mistake is enough to make you stay in the house all the goddamn time.
Yeah. Yo, so we got this other thing, man, like Capitol Police committing suicide, shit like that.
Yeah, man, did you see that?
Well, yeah, I was looking at it after he told me on it. I was like, wow. Why ain't that? You know, ain't that many articles out there. I mean, I got a little video.
That's what I'm saying. It's like they mention it real fast. I was watching a couple of newscasts, and then they'll say, this Capitol Police committed suicide, but they'll brush over it real quick. And I kept hearing it different, you know what I'm saying? I was like, why they not talking more about that? Because that seems interesting, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I think it's more than one. I think it might have been two, right?
Yeah, it's more. Actually, it's more than. Yeah, it's two. Like it's two. I just say that just to be safe right now. But I think
it's more than two. But like
more than that. But like we're gonna go with two.
Like, are these people being assassinated? You know what I'm saying? For real.
Exactly. That's the first thing that came to my mind.
Saying that some of the people were on their side and they was letting them in. You know what I'm saying? Could these be the ones that was letting them in and they felt some type of way after it happened? You know what I'm saying?
It ain't that much guilt in the world, man. I'm just be honest.
I don't know.
I'm gonna call a spade on this one, man.
Yeah.
They ain't commit, man. People ain't commit suicide like that.
So that's what I'm saying.
Man, people ain't
sound like a hit. You know?
People just ain't committing suicide like that. Like how damaging that is. Look,
that sounds like some keep your mouth closed.
Yeah, like if I'm the nigga just to let the niggas in the club and shoot the motherfucker up, like I feel bad, but I ain't gonna feel bad to commit suicide. Like I can move to like Washington State or something and go stay in a rural neighborhood and change my life. Like I ain't gonna kill myself with the fucking like the fuck. Like it's already bad enough all these niggas died. Like the fuck I'm gonna do that for?
Yep.
Yo, man, that shit crazy though. Did you get your CDC zombie kit?
My oh no.
Oh man.
But man, what's up with that? Because I'm hearing that a lot. Like
yeah,
I'm
man.
you
niggas playing out here, man. Y'all niggas playing.
Yeah, go ahead and do that vaccine if you want to.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Your ass gonna morph into it. The CDC said they got a zombie kit that you're supposed to get. Like, why would the CDC put this out? Like, okay, so if the CDC put that out and that's not real, then what makes COVID real? Because the CDC put that out, right? So I gotta take all this shit serious.
Wow.
So a real, like, they really want that, and it's gonna be a video in a second. I'm gonna cut it, and the video gonna play. But I mean, that's just in the editing, not right live. But I got a video, man, that's dope as shit, man, and it's showing you how to get your kit together by the CDC, man. And
zombie apocalypse. This after online predictions say that 2021 is the year it could happen, and of course the internet is always right. Health experts say having emergency supplies, a plan of where to meet in case zombies overrun your town, and an evacuation plan, they're all important. Now these tips started coming in tongue-in-cheek as a joke, but the CDC says it's actually a great conversation starter about preparing for any type of crisis in general. And I guess that gets to the point, Tommy. You just did that great presentation about being ready in case of a tornado. Whatever gets that conversation started, right?
Or any type of bad weather that's coming your way. Yeah, I mean, exactly. Just be prepared. Know what you need to have, a checklist. Have I got this, and this? As for the zombies, I'm not
now, all the zombie movies that I've ever seen, it's always the bacteria and the viruses that always get them. And I don't know if I like the CDC selling that advice at this point, but hopefully they stayed away from that kind of thing. But do you have an evacuation plan if zombies were to overcome it?
I do not. I think I better get on that plan.
Do they stick to highways? These are the questions that we have.
Yeah. This is all over the world.
Yeah, man. Talking about how to kill zombies.
Ooh. What the fuck? Zombies? Like, okay. so like zombies, man, like, you know, a lot of shit look into that shit. We done had some incidents of motherfuckers eating faces and going crazy. They trying to blame it on the bath salts, nigga. Yeah, bath salts or that weed, that flocker. Yeah, but zombies, bro, like, just think how wild that is. Like, because you've been watching. Like, hey, but what the Bible said, the dead in Christ shall rise. And yeah, that's a zombie. Yeah, that's what people don't understand either, man. When you're drinking the blood, you got the blood. You know, I don't want to get into it. I don't want to offend nobody, but at the same time, if you got the blood of somebody on you, you drink the blood, you eat of their flesh. That's like kind of cannibalism. Cannibalism, sacrificial shit going on, and then. Rising from the dead is zombie. Like, how in the fuck else I'm gonna rise from the dead and be living? Except to be a zombie. That's what the movies taught me. You know, so like, since Return of the Living Dead, this shit ain't been no real shit. But I mean, it's like, I feel like white people gonna have their zombie apocalypse. That's like one of their fantasies. Man, they want that shit so bad. They want that shit. The zombie apocalypse. Aliens. Or some kind of, look at the movies, some natural disaster. They always try to destroy the world. They want aliens so bad. They had aliens. They had a study. Yeah, they had a study to see if aliens was fuckable. I think the alien would probably be the most feasible one to me. It's not, man. That shit is no.
I mean, they on Mars now. They got a rover on Mars, and they picking up images and everything. You know what I'm saying?
I watched the Truman Show last night.
Oh yeah, that shit is that's real.
Man, look here, man. All the like, I don't, man. I'm to the point to where it is, bro. I know that it's in Louisiana because I was born there. Yeah. I know it's in Haiti because my people from there, and in Jamaica, and I know it's, you know, a lot of stuff, man. But I'm almost aware if I haven't been there, I don't even think that shit exists, man. But like that's like we was getting ready to talk about flat Earth in the thing because somebody had a meme. One of my boys, Jack, and they celebrate. He's on one of the shows. Earlier, a very intelligent motherfucker, and he like to spark your thought. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it was sort of left field for him to even share this, but he shared it, and I'm like, it just fucked my mind up. It said airplane, and then it had airplane, and it had the plane in the sky, in the air, and then it had the word plane at the bottom. I was like, Then I thought about that, and then I say, just back to the Mars thing, you know, like is. That shit might not. I ain't go. What's the likelihood of me going to Mars?
They trying to make it possible for you.
So like until it's actually.
I mean, if they can tell you going to Mars, you don't really know where the fuck you going. You know what I'm saying? Like they might be taking you to another part of this world that's been uninhabited for a long time, and set that shit up and make you think you're a Martian and everything.
That's like because like on fucking old Truman Show last night. This nigga was just trying to go. He wanted to go to Chicago. The bus shut down. Then he wanted to go to this place, and they would have to like actually produce that type of place. Yeah, exactly. They was all on the island, right? It was all on this fucking island. So like, truly, for
that can be made. You know what I'm saying? Man, for what is on Mars, going into your little shuttle and shit.
Yeah, you go back in history and look at all of these people. I was big, like at one time on like Samaria and Kemet, Ethiopia, shit like that. I was big on that shit. But at the same time though, like I like the people that was in the towns and the cities, not the kings and the rulers, but the people in the towns and the cities, they were very dumb. Like they were so dumb, it's like they didn't even make history. You know what I'm saying? Like only the kings, like when we read about these books and shit, these are kings and survivors of wars. And like rulers, powerful people, like our ancestors are the powerful people. Yeah, they survived like catastrophe in order to have kids, to have us. Like the people who got slaughtered, their whole families, they never made it this far. So we are like survivors, everybody, white people, black people. Exactly. We are the kids of survivors, you know what I mean? Genghis Khan killed most of the earth. You know what I'm saying? Like 10% of the earth. And then like, we don't go outside, the planet. Like we don't do this. So like we're those people we got rulers, like the government and all that stuff, and we're the people. So we're some dumb motherfuckers. Like in history, if you look at it on a broad scale, we're the dumb ones. Like
why? Because they don't record our shit.
Unless we become the kings and rise up, be big business owners or government officials or something. We're not in that story. That's going to be told 300 years from now. You know what I'm saying?
I think things might be changing on that because, like, you look at like the past and stuff like that. They superstars back in the day, like especially like in Jewish culture, they superstars were the preachers and priests and
they were. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But then now that transition into the singers and the musicians. Right. And even now, you don't even have to be a musician or a singer or have no kind of talent. And you can be famous, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So things are changing in that way where like a lot of shit is being recorded now. So look at the little shit that we celebrate now that's not of the kings and queens, these little memes and shit that become real popular and become viral and shit. That's gonna go down and that's gonna be future history, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Gorilla Glue Girl. Like remember when this happened?
Yeah, just like 1,000 years from now. They find artifacts like Gorilla Glue Girl. For real. That's fucking crazy.
Flash drive with all this shit on it.
It's like, what? I mean, they already gonna think we stupid as fuck. Like, they gonna think we were so stupid. Cause like, if I look back.
Don't tell it. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of the people, I'm of the belief that like, this ain't the first first time like civilization has gotten to this technological age. You know
Not
what
for
I'm saying?
not for black people.
Has changed, but I don't think it's the first time. Because any major catastrophe or war can set us back to the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Even if we survive and we can't get the electricity back on and shit like that.
That's like Atlantis. You know, like some people like, man, our people, you know what? Them ancients don't lie, and I don't even consider them lying. So when Atlantis was destroyed, it was like that. And then you got so many flood stories. So like they was like doing magic against each other. We could call magic anything. You know what I'm saying? Like we could call magic fucking atomic bomb. We could call it anything. I mean, is an atomic bomb not magic? That's fucking magic. That shit don't blow outward. That shit will blow inward.
Wow.
So everything in its radius gets snatched in, my nigga, and then collide and then blow back out. Like, what the fuck? So we did that 10 times right now. So simultaneously, we clear everything. We got to start all over with the sea, my nigga. Like, the whole continents, everything gonna be changed because like 10 nukes.
Yeah.
They got a sun that's in China that's 10 times hotter than the, you know what I'm saying? Like, this shit that's going on. So like, it's like not like we haven't done this before. When they talk about the dinosaurs and shit, and all that
shit, but like back to the flat Earth, you see how they created a sun. Yeah. You know, like,
how the fuck you create
done before? You know what I'm saying?
Only
we was learning it.
Yeah, not only create a sun, you created a sun hotter than the core of the sun, 10 times hotter than the core of the sun, 10 times hotter than the core of the sun. So if we're doing that, we're at Neanderthal level so far, man, just think of what the advanced civilizations before us did.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Just imagine what's out there in space. Like,
right.
You know, like if there is aliens and stuff, because the universe is big. I mean, you can look out and see the stars now. I don't know if, you know, when they say planets, I don't know if it's, I just got to take their word for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not an astronomer. But even the word planet got the word plane in it. So you don't know.
Exactly. Back to like my boy. I'm telling you, my boy Yak is smart as fuck, man. This is my dude.
I'm in a belief of I don't even think spaceships and shit like that is the way to travel in space. I believe more like Stargates and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how they did it. They had to do it like that, you know what I'm saying?
Stargate, yeah. And they went to go and they went, you know about when they went to go get like Saddam Hussein's Stargate shit, right? Like they like when they was capturing Saddam Hussein, they was all over there getting them Stargates, man. That's what the United States is doing.
Probably.
And dude, type that shit in and just look into it, man. It had me fucked up. You know how you go like 3 or 4 hours of straight watching YouTube?
Yeah. You got sucked down.
Man, I got fucking sucked. I started at Joe Rogan and ended at like somebody's weird ass site. You know what I'm saying? Let me put you on pause for a hot second. I gotta plug this damn computer on.
All right.
Let me so big. I'm about to step on everything trying to get this shit. Yeah, bitch. I got you with that. Now my headphones came out. Yeah, man. There we go. You hear me? Did I pause it? No, I didn't. I'm still recording. Like that a bitch. Well, that's gonna make the show. But yeah. But yeah, man, I kind of switched it around, man. Like I got the studio different. Man, I shaved my goddamn belly, man. My stomach itching like a bitch. Like, man, I'll never do that shit again. I'm gonna just be a hair-ass nigga, man. Yeah. Oh my God, this shit itch, man. Like, that's why I keep doing this shit. Like,
that's some crabs, nigga.
Hey, look, man, I'm talking to my boy the other night, man. This nigga was like, yo, fat, like just out of the blue. I was like, yo, man, I had just matter of fact, this was last night.
Here's the secret to that. you don't shave bald, you shave down. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
Like,
look here, bro.
don't shave it bald, just shave it, like trim it. You know what I'm
That shit
saying?
hurt, man. That shit itch like a bitch. I told my boy, he was like, "Yeah, man, it's all good, man. You probably got bed bugs." I'm like, "Yo, fam, like, I ain't got no fucking bed bugs. The fuck, man? I'm trying to just tell you real life shit. Like, you my dog. I'm trying to like get some advice at least. Like, nah, nigga, you niggas like, yeah, for real, bro. So you gonna hit me with that?
Know that shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna put some deodorant on that shit, man. Hey, man, so have you heard about this chick, Sweetie? I don't even know how to say her name, Sweetie.
Oh, Sweetie.
So I hate the way they spell that name. I hate the way that's spelled. It's so ugly, dog. It's like so long and out the way. It could have been short and cute, but that shit is long and stupid looking. Yeah, man. She opened up about she said she had PTSD, but I think she got PTSD. But man, that nigga just got her fucking Bentley repoed. Bitch, I have PTSD too.
Wow.
All kinds of shit be happening to them chicks after you break up with them, man. What do you think? Did you see what she did though? On that on that podcast?
Well, when she was talking to the other dude?
Yeah.
I mean, I ain't seen nothing that was out the way, you know what I'm saying?
Man, I don't know. That shit probably was underlined. I don't know man, I never, man, like, to be honest, that's kind of weird. And I wouldn't be talking about a relationship like that. But it's a good topic for people to hear, man, because they in relationships. So I have to say something about it. It's like, man, like, the craziest thing is, why the fuck would they, like, why would you be that sensitive if you're a dude? You should already know who the fuck you got. Like, before she go on a talk show, you should know all this shit, right? Like, so I think it's something underlying.
Like with him, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But niggas got feelings too. They getting their feelings too.
Yeah, she didn't say nothing wrong. She didn't really say nothing wrong. Like,
I ain't really see nothing that she said that was so damaging. But at the same time, you know, like he supposedly was at some party with Drake and them, and he was cheating. That's why they broke up. And yeah. So it was like he kind of brought it on himself though. But like women gotta realize when you deal with dudes on that level that got that type of money, got that type of fame, it's like you expect these niggas to be perfect and you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and as part of the industry, you might not even go out to cheat. You might just be there with your homeboys and you chilling, you start drinking and all this shit start happening. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's like it's hard to say no in them situations. So when you're dealing with somebody with that type of lifestyle, some things come along with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure she knew that when she got involved with him. So
yeah, man,
I can't feel sorry for neither one of them. You know, it just didn't work out.
I know, because like when you're on that level,
I know some bitches that was getting cheated on by a nigga that worked at McDonald's. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, me too. Like, that bitch probably, man, shit, they feel horrible. Cause them niggas, they the dirtiest. They fucking crackhead hoes and shit. Real crackhead hoes. On the crack. Like, while you smoke crack, we gonna
shoot. Them doing the same thing. Them bitches be litting on something too.
Man, this shit crazy. I'm reading this. Biden's claimed that 1994 assault weapons law brought down a lot of people, I guess, a lot of black people, I guess. Why do Democrats feel like the need to like justify like what's been done, like when it can just be fucking fixed? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like it's done. It's like been done all this time. Like
we in a like. That's like like Trump kind of opened my eyes to a lot of things.
Me too, man. Me too. Especially
like, I can't front on Trump. Like I don't think he's a good president or nothing like that. But one thing, he brought a lot of things to light. You know what I'm saying? At least he was honest about some shit. He lied about some shit, but he was honest about some shit. He let you know, like, I'm saying it, but these other motherfuckers, they think the same thing. So no matter what side is on, they got them same views. Now, whatever, like, where they trying to spin it for political power and this and that.
Whatever,
that's another thing. You know what I'm saying?
He was keeping it fucking $1,000, man. Like, he was so
I'm telling you, I was like, black people, this little stimulus and these unemployment, this the closest to reparation y'all gonna get.
I had my nigga, the other
y'all
day.
gotta spend it wisely, try to invest, group up with a couple motherfuckers, put that shit together, and try to make something happen.
I know, man.
This is it.
This shit getting
crazy. Inflation and stuff started hitting our asses after they done. Like, all right, look how much in debt we gonna be in after this shit.
Dude,
like,
yeah. You know they got 14,000. They got 14,000 off each individual. So if a person got 1,400, the government got a $14,000 loan for them and gave them 1,400.
Yeah,
that's how wild this shit is, bro.
Yeah.
I think on our last show, man, I showed that video, man. It's crazy. Like, where did that extra money go to? 14,000?
And look at what, like, when they give you a stimulus, who gets rich off of that?
Yeah, they do. You gonna go spend it at Walmart?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Walmart, Amazon.
The billionaires. That's who you gonna spend it with, man. Like, and Money Sean, that was on the show the other day. Money Sean was like, "Yo, man, they probably gonna have to. They give you enough to bury yourself and to bury a loved one and get some ammunition." I was like, that was a deep thought. I'm not saying that was absolutely dead on the head. Because both of us were smoking while we were talking, but
look at Atlanta. Like, the crime in Atlanta is spiking like crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I heard you came to Atlanta to be a star. Well, look no further. Maybe you from the Atlanta area, or maybe you from out of town getting ready to come to the Atlanta area. And you ain't gonna become no damn star without pictures or videos. I promise you that. I got my boy E.I. Shoot. He gonna shoot it all. Look at the link in the description and check him out. And also, be sure to check out the Day-to-Day Hustle, the podcast that he just dropped. And I love it myself, personally. This is the Honorable DJ Metal Monkey, and I want y'all to check out my boy E.I. Shoot. Shoot the shit!
Hey man, this is your boy Joe Green. Wednesday, March 17th, we going crazy at Ghost Bar. Know what the fuck going on, powered by E.I. Shoot and Rent a Creeps. You know what it is, nigga? Pull up early.
Right.
Like, shit getting crazy. This your last little lifeline, because I believe after this 4 years is up, I don't think Biden is gonna be a 2-term president.
You know what I'm saying? Man, how the fuck? That'll be the first 90-year-old president, my nigga.
For real, that's what I'm saying. I don't think it's not that we won't vote him back in. I don't think he gonna last. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Like, that shit ain't possible.
So it's like, once the Republicans get back in and they get back in power, and then watch the raw raps.
Oh yeah. I'm just putting them there because they on my shit. I gotta redo my website. But what was you saying? I'm listening to you, bro.
Yeah, but like, after Biden gets out of office, like, see, like, all these little rules they trying to set up now, like, they trying to get rid of the filibuster. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think that's a bad idea, because you need the filibuster just in case you ain't on top. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it seemed like a setup. So they get rid of the filibusters under the Democrats, because Democrats got the control of the House, you know, and all that. But we get rid of it now, and then later when the Republicans have it, we gonna need that filibuster. You know what I'm saying?
Damn sure is. Like, you're right. Like, I totally agree with you, bro.
Man.
That
like,
shit is.
We fighting picking sides on the same coin. You know, when you know what the real shit is, it's not white and black. It's these rich motherfuckers, 1% who want all the money, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and leaving us with scraps and working ourselves to death for scraps. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's all, I mean, and that's all it is. It's like, I mean, the deeper you go with it, it's gonna end out, you're gonna be seeing like every race end on it. Like, when it comes to race, it's gonna be like every race has a person that's in on the 1% money, and they ain't about to let none of this shit. Like us fuck it up.
Man, they can let a nigga in on a 75%. That bitch ain't. He gonna fight for the 1%. They can let him in on the 10%. The motherfucker gonna turn his back on the rest of the black society.
Right. That's like right now.
Yeah, that's real shit. Look at all these motherfuckers play these roles that have images that fuck you up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They want to be a gangster rapper and shit. Now you just walk into the store and that's who
you get shot.
Too. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Yeah. That shit crazy, man. That's like the Kanye West. I got the Kanye West. I didn't get in the argument. The argument was being had, and it was on. I think it was on Instagram. I ain't sure. Kanye West and Jay-Z, right? And he was like, Kanye West did his shit the right way. You know what I'm saying? He did it solid. He did it in front of everybody. He told everybody his intentions. It was honest. But everybody liked Jay-Z, and I'm a man, dude, you know, Jigga, my #1 artist. But like, but the argument was
Jay-Z been on the coon train. I'm sorry.
Hey, that's what they would say. Hey, that's what they said. They was like, man,
in his raps, he said he ain't about that black shit. He said, I think in one of his raps, he said, when he first came out, he wanted to rap like common sense. You know what I'm saying? And then something about like it wasn't making money, so that's not common. Like he didn't rap like common sense, like since then or some shit like that. So it's like he told you then, like he ain't for that black agenda, he for his agenda. You know what I'm saying?
When they were showing like what he was doing with the NFL and all of this extra shit,
exactly.
Just showing like contributions.
But Kanye ain't exempt from that shit too. Look what he was doing with Trump.
Kanye hit the coon train, but you know what? We kind of can give Kanye an excuse because, like, I'm gonna be honest, he's just a growing man, and like Kanye, the only reason why I feel him is because I think
sometimes, like now that they announced Kanye's one of the richest black men in America and shit, now it's like everybody, oh, he's a genius again. But like 3 weeks ago, he was crazy. You know what I'm saying? 4 weeks ago, the nigga was crazy.
In my head, I never, like, my stance on Kanye was like, he never was crazy.
I never thought he was crazy.
I think what he said, even with Van Lathan, like, if people would take their goddamn sensitive shit off and just, like, dig deep into what he's saying. Like, ask him why. Like, don't just attack the man because of reaction.
Kanye's not stupid. He's not stupid. So when he said that shit about slavery is a choice, the fuck, slavery is a choice. But what's the choice between you being a slave or you dying or you being mutilated and your family being mutilated? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a choice, but that's a hard motherfucking choice.
See, like, so like he should have had better wording, but I kind of felt him on that because, like, to be honest, like, he probably did deep research. Like, his research could come faster than us. He could actually have Dr. Cornell West or anybody come to him and talk to him and like give him 50 years of knowledge that we have to read and research, right? Mm-hmm. So like knowing that slavery was a choice, right? You know, every week
everything's a fucking choice.
But check this out. Every week since slavery was even a thing, right? Every week, and probably all throughout the weeks, since the day started till today, man, it's been rebellions and riots against that system. And the folks did not sit in that house and was like, okay, master. No, it was either beaten, sedition, branded, put in a situation they couldn't get the fuck out of. Yeah. And the ones, and they all did make a choice. Like, bitch, you gonna dominate me or nothing. And they got dominated, the ones, the prisoners of war. This niggas in prison right now, they innocent.
Yeah, and they still got
it. It's a choice. So they gonna try to break out every week. And they gonna put them in pink suits and dominate them. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, I think he was right. He just should have like laid that shit out longer.
Exactly. Explain where he was coming from.
Yeah, because we bucking all the time, bro. Like
all the time.
Yeah. I come from my great grandfather was a bank robber, man. He robbed motherfuckers, and that's how I got my last name. So shit, I don't see what he did wrong, bro. Like, I'm not gonna actually get out here with pistols and rob folks, but at the same time, I understand his rebellion.
Did you see that little that video that came out recently about that dude robbing the bank? And you see him just running, And then they catch him and tackle him all the money.
Fuck no, man. I gotta see that.
And then all the other people who work at the bank come out trying to help pick up the money.
Hey, yo, I would stash me some.
Man.
So we got NBA young boy. You seen that motherfucker?
Then he get locked up.
You young dumb motherfucker. Hell yeah, man. What's wrong with these young dumbass kids? Like, bro, rapping has got to where, like, man, can't nobody who's rapping, unless they show me, can't say they, well, there's a lot of them that ain't programmed. But, like, I mean, to the extent to where, like, man, these niggas coming.
Program, man. Like,
they program like candy.
Look at what the rappers used to look like in our day. And then look at what the rappers look like after Lil Wayne.
And then, yeah.
Rapper up from Lil Yachty to any other mother, like you can pick up, you know, that old picture of what a coon look like, and with the gold teeth and making them look. You can put them up next to any one of them motherfuckers and it'll match. Every single one.
Just like it, man.
Like just like it.
I'm gonna show a
colorful hair.
Yeah, I'm gonna show a little clip on here because it's crazy, and it's like, bro, if what they need to understand is to take their true selves, God's self, or whatever the fuck it is, man. Just go get in the goddamn mirror and say, man, I do music and I need to do music. Like, I don't have to sell myself to do this. Like, everybody got these on and everybody got this on and I'm gonna do this. Don't do that. I think they should just go.
Starting up. That's how you know you the dope is. You start another trend.
And that's what the trend, man. Like,
that's what you got to give to Lil Wayne. When he came in, he changed the landscape. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And
everybody out there had to sound like him a little bit.
Yeah. And I was telling last night, during my last night podcast, I was telling Visionary, I told her, I said, man, you know, I was talking about that. Like, the only music I currently listen to is the artists that I have on the show. Is because I pick them because of the difference. Like, they'll choose these beats over one. It sounds like, you know, because I make beats. So, like, when I say it sounds like one long beat from 2012 to now, it do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's the same pattern, same, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's the same shit. So I'm not fucking dumb. I had an artist tell me the other day, nah, it ain't the same beat. What it is, nigga, I sit here and make beats. You don't even make beats. You a rap nigga. Like, like, bitch, I'm a songwriter and shit. Like, the fuck you mean? Like, that shit sound the same, even if the tempos change. I get what the listener,
but you understand it on the deeper level.
Yeah, I get that the listener probably gets tired.
Sped up, but it's the same rhythm.
It's the same fucking thing, man. And like, people get tired of that. And not only that, everybody got the same cadence. So, like, the only music I'm listening to is niggas that get on my show because it's the example of what the fuck I'm talking about is music. You know what I'm saying? And I got something coming up, man. It's music and shit. But with the people that's on the show. But outside of that, I ain't really into shit. Like, Kendrick Lamar.
Lighter went out. Let me go grab a lighter real quick.
Hell of your business, man. I got piss.
Talking about drinking.
Drinking, what was
about drinking? Talking about I was a disgusting habit. I'm like, motherfucker, I drink.
Yeah, right. Hey man, it be shit I be talking about. Like, I want to tell you one thing, man. Like, when I got into Zen, right? Zen and Buddhism, it really taught me, man, that we are constant hypocrites. A tree, a bug, everything that vibrates is a hypocrite because it has to grow. And if it's growing and really enjoying the experience, if you're enjoying the experience, meaning you're getting into it. Like, I got this mic right here, this blue mic, it's pretty cool, but I got into it and I studied the specs and I got into it. So I enjoyed the experience. You know what I mean? So that's what, like, so I'm a avid hypocrite, bro. Like, I might wake up today and be like, man, you know, like, shit, boy, everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like, we gonna do this, man, because this shit is right. And then, like, when that shit, when I learn to read another book or something like that, and the subject to change, I'm gonna change. Because I know better. Like, I didn't tell you niggas to follow me, man. I told y'all niggas, y'all ain't got to drink the cyanide. fuckers. You know what I'm saying? like today I might want to drink that shit. I'll be like, man, you know, get ready to drink. And I wholeheartedly feel that way because I'm getting my experience on. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I do, man. So a lot of times,
everybody kind of operate like that.
Because when it comes to drinking, I look at drinking like this. Too many other, like, I don't even smoke weed to get fucked up, right? I don't do nothing to lose my balance and consciousness. You know what I'm saying? I don't do nothing to get dizzy. I don't want to feel like I'm out of control. That's not who I am. You know what I mean? So that being said, like with drinking, I have no spiritual purpose for it, right? It does that.
But to me, like it's the same thing as weed now. Like I'm not a drunk, I'm not an alcoholic. So like when I drink, it just gives me that level of a little buzz. You know what I'm saying?
Like
so it's like I'll never be sloppy or tripping over myself, or because like I might drink 1 or 2 drinks and be fine. Now there's other people that overindulge in it. And something else.
Drinking, bro.
There's a spirituality thing to it where you can be taken over. You know what I'm saying?
Man, in the ancient world, alcohol was called alcohol, and it was like you're drinking spirits.
They call it spirits.
That's what it's called. Yeah, right.
Yeah, they call it spirits.
It's never changed. It's the same shit, right? You know what I'm saying? So like,
I mean, I kind of believe that in a way because you can see like, okay,
I know it. I mean, that's why they call it that.
Look at the voodoo culture and stuff like that. That's part of their ritual. They use it in that sense.
Jamaican rum, you drink some Jamaican rum,
so the spirit can take over. You know what I'm saying? So they do a lot of drinking and taking shots and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Inside the ceremony. You know what I'm saying? Now you outside the ceremony and you in everyday regular life drinking and stuff like that, you know that some people become violent, but I think it brings out what's in you. Because some people be happy drunks, loud, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know what? I got a friend, man, and that motherfucker, every time I ever seen him or heard of him, it's like anything about him. If I go to his social media right now, he's been drinking today. Yeah. He is the nicest motherfucker ever. He look like he a big motherfucker. Dude, look like but nah, man, that nigga nice as fuck, man. He cool as shit, man. Like that nigga is fucking solid. And I wouldn't want to see him when he's not drinking, man. Like that's how good of a person he is. So I know it's possible to do it. And my entire family drink. I'm probably the only one that's in my family or that's running the same blood that's saying like fuck alcohol. I'm like probably the only motherfucker ever.
To each his own, you know where your limit is with that stuff. Like me personally, I can't do no coke or nothing like that. That shit, you know what I'm saying? That's not for me.
Well, in my 20s,
I can see and handle that shit. But
man, look, in my 20s, man, coke was the shit to do, man. That was like, man, coke was the shit to do. And drugs, you know what I mean? Yeah. But like now that I jumped all the way over my 30s and survived all of that shit, and I lived 10 straight years good. And now that I'm 40, it's like, man, I can't, like, all I do now is psychedelics. Like, you got some fucking mushrooms, some DMT.
I had some shrooms yesterday, bro.
Damn, bro. What the fuck? Yo, man, you should, man. Oh, that would have been great. Like, oh, man, you should have hollered at me. But yeah.
It was cool as fuck. I mean, it was a good experience. You know what I'm saying?
Very good experience.
Wow. I needed that. I felt like that was like, because even like today when I woke up, I felt cleared and I felt, long. Once I went to the bathroom and all that, because it did fuck up the stuff.
Oh, yeah. They gonna tear that fucking stomach up.
For real, but like after that, I was like, damn, you okay? It ain't that bad out here in the world.
Yo, man, like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, and then the thing about that is mushrooms and psychedelics are like the natural counselor. Like everybody in the ancient world probably just got cut off after a period of time, probably 100 years ago, a little after, but everybody in the ancient world did psychedelics. Every fucking body. Until the Christian church came around cutting people's head off, that was religion. That was like
that's what tribal culture was getting fucked up and just sitting around working, doing the work to just make sure we eat, and then the rest of the time having parties and getting fucked up.
And right now in Arizona, the native tribes are fighting the United States government because they trying to make peyote illegal and all of that ancient things like that illegal.
Exactly.
And it's like, nah, because you don't want us thinking outside that.
It's not just that, it's that
Nature.
this Puritan society of these motherfuckers who call themselves Christians, you know what I'm saying, who feel like they get to judge and dictate everything else that everybody else do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I say call themselves Christians because, like,
they just using that name,
Bible, I don't see where Jesus called himself a Christian. He was a Jew.
Never did. Yeah. He never did, right? He never did. Shit's crazy, man. Like, shit's crazy as fuck.
I don't know. So when you look at Christianity, that's a construct. So I read the Bible and get the information and get the good teachings and stuff like that, but I don't have to fall into the Christian dogma.
The dogma, the fucking shit.
I feel like sometimes they low key devil worshippers.
Oh man,
we really look into it because you know what I'm saying.
Look here, bro.
It's like
that's a cult.
It's a cult, and then like they put more emphasis on hell and going to hell and the devil and
the cross.
They make the devil equal to God, and that ain't how it is. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, the cross. The cross is.
They don't even have devils. They might have trickster spirits.
But gods, man.
But they work in a different way. You know what I'm saying? They still trying to lead you to the right thing, but they use a different method. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and see, and that's why I say like the cross. Like if my granddaddy was hung on a motherfucking noose, right? I'm not about to walk around with a noose on my fucking as a chain. Yeah. I wear the ankh, man. I wear the ankh because, man, that symbolizes life. It symbolizes like the way you come in. That's a dick. That's the pussy. Like at the end of the day.
For the next 3 weeks, it's a curfew that's in effect beginning at 8 p.m. and getting lifted at 6 a.m., but it's only Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday into Monday morning. So today, no curfew, people out. But as you pointed out, over the weekend, a tremendous amount of violence. As you go back since the spring break began, they have made more than 1,000 arrests on South Beach here in the entertainment district. More than 100 weapons have been confiscated. The authorities say that it has been unruly, overwhelming. The mayor saying that he had to do something, and that's why he had this curfew with the city commission support put into place. This is what the mayor had to say.
We have too many people coming here who want to just sort of let loose because they've probably been cooped up. As our governor has said, Florida's wide open. He's encouraging people to come here. In fact, he's not even letting us enforce our mask mandate. So he's essentially saying, come on down, everybody.
The authorities here in Miami Beach upset that the real decision on how the COVID protocols are enforced is left at the state level with the governor, while they have been saying for some time that they would like to be able to enforce it. Meantime, today, a beautiful day. The beach was packed. Lots of people who have traveled here from other parts of the country complaining somewhat that they've spent money only to find out that, especially on the weekends, it's going to be no party at all. This is what some of those who have traveled here from far away had to say.
You came here for an escape, a vacation, and then it all ends sort of, at least on the streets, at 8 o'clock.
Not cool. We're not even getting our money's worth. We have to wake up early just to have fun. Not cool.
So these are the ovaries right here. Like, and it better shows it on this one.
The testes and all that.
And it's not. That's just a symbolism I choose because even this, you don't have to use that shit. Like, life is really about what the fuck you make it, man. And like, you can make it anything, and it's so hard to not be controlled, by the 1% or whoever or whatever, media. You know what I'm saying? So hard to not be controlled by the media. Like, so to each his own, man. Like, but I think
you just gotta free your mind. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck yeah, man.
You gotta become a free thinker. You gotta believe in something that other people don't believe. It's like, because it's like people get to fuck with your mind every day, but just imagine how powerful you become when you start fucking with it.
You start fucking with it, right?
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Like, you right, man. Like, that's absolutely right though, man. That's all I look at it, man. It's like there's so much stuff to think about, but like if you just focus in on you and what you want to do and like make that whole world will form itself, man.
Exactly.
Yo, man, they got this goddamn A young grocery store manager killed in Boulder massacre. Lived on her own terms. So did you hear about the massacre?
I didn't like in a grocery store. Like he shot up a grocery store.
10 motherfuckers, man. And that brings me back to the
So,
the
it was a
spa
white
salon.
dude, right?
Yeah. So that brings me to the spa salon shit, right? So you got this guy massacred, 10 people out there. You got the spa salon guy. He was horny or something happened. I don't know, something sexual. He killed 8 people. And then you got Dylan Roof, and then you got the other Kyle Rittenhouse.
Shot up the church.
The problem in America is, to me, the problem in America is young white men. We need to get them mentally checked. Right?
No, yeah, but not, what I'm saying is like they've been bringing that mentality into them. You know what I'm saying? This ain't nothing new. Like this is nothing new. Like when you see them old pictures of lynchings and stuff like
in
that.
The 60s, right? In the 60s.
Little girls sitting around smiling in the camera while there's a nigga being like hanging from a tree. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So we got a lot of
pathology has been passed down.
Yeah.
And they give them this right to feel like, okay, this is my country and I gotta fight and defend. No, this is everybody's country. We all
everybody's country, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
That's that shit. That's what I be saying, man.
Society where you show them that they gonna get off, or even if they do it, they gonna get better treatment than somebody else if they do it. You know what I'm saying? Like they come in, like what's his name? Tamir Rice, the little boy in the park with a gun, a toy gun. They come in guns blazing at his ass. But they seem to be able to get these shooters without killing them. You know what I'm saying?
Like, these motherfuckers, this nigga killed 10 people. This other motherfucker killed 8 people. Like, what are we doing? And y'all ain't just,
but they don't want to.
Y'all ain't just gun this nigga down, man.
Executioner on their ass, but let it be one of us. They come in guns blazing.
Yeah, you roll up on people like that shooting, man. You don't fucking just let that ride. George Floyd got killed over $20.
Yep.
And y'all ain't. This nigga killed 8 people and y'all should have just been shooting, man.
But that's the thing that I'm saying. That's the type of psyops, even that we can pick up on it. That's a psyops that to make us feel like our life ain't worth shit. You know what I'm saying? And they still hold, if you white, you still have that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's a brainwashing.
That bring them security, man.
Exactly. And it made these white boys feel like, okay, I can just have a bad day and just shoot up shit, and they gonna take me to McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? They gonna take me out of jail, but I'm gonna get good treatment. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be like, you heard about that black dude they stuck in the back of the fucking police van and drove around until he got all broke, his bones was all broken up and shit.
Damn.
And he died.
Wow.
Yeah. They had him in the back of the paddy wagon, unsecured, with his hands stuck behind his back and started just driving, all kind of crazy.
I ain't know that shit, man. I ain't know that shit. Damn.
So, that's crazy.
Yeah, you got, wow, I didn't know that. Damn, I got, shit. The motherfuckers, they drove, even this new dude, the police officer that got him said, like, he had the sexual, like, what kind of excuse? Like,
I mean, it might be true. You know what I'm saying?
To these niggas, man.
I'm not like, on that one, that seems, you know what I'm saying? He had to be mental. Something had to be wrong with him. But like, also, like, but that could be a defense. You know what I'm saying?
What if that nigga actor?
Of course he gonna tell the police I was insane. Because he can get off on being insane. Yeah, I'm crazy. Right. That's basically what he said. I'm crazy. I have a mental issue. You know what I'm saying? So you can't hold this against me. You know what I'm saying?
Actor, man. I think you're an actor, man. Like, at worst possible scenario, he's a fucking actor. And I hate to say that.
You think the whole thing was staged? I think some people really lost their lives.
I think them people lost their fucking life, man. But I think he was sent in to shoot their ass and to be playing the role he's playing.
But that might be true, because
that's like crazy. But yeah,
like we heard about
we talking zombies now.
Other people, and once they take them to jail, we don't see these motherfuckers again. They might be living somewhere else.
Yeah. What the fuck is that nigga who shot in the movie theater up?
For real.
The Joker nigga with all the funny hair and shit. Where he at?
Yeah.
Where's them niggas who shot up?
They could be walking around in the street and change their hairstyle and everything.
Yeah, the Orlando shootings.
Yeah, work for the FBI.
Where them niggas shoot? Where they at? They ought to be on the news every goddamn week. We ought to be reminded of them. We was reminded from the 60s to the time Charles Manson died. And he never killed nobody himself.
Because you know they are trying to work on these gun laws and shit like that. That might
trying to take all these niggas' guns.
Like, oh yeah, we need to get tougher on guns because these people just going crazy shooting up shit.
And throwing that type shit out there. Like 8 people shot over here, 10 people shot over here.
Yeah,
on,
nah.
I mean, I think what's right is you just leave black and brown folks with guns, goddamn. Let's just have guns. We're responsible with it. We don't go out shooting a lot of people.
Well,
you never heard of us.
This is probably the drive-by when we do it.
You got me. So you gotta take these niggas' guns too. Black and brown niggas, y'all ain't got no guns no more.
Just call it a drive-by.
I was advocating for you niggas, but now you niggas don't get no guns. All y'all irresponsible. Okay, I had Eminem canceled. That really don't fucking matter. Like,
wow.
Eminem canceled, yeah. And the cancel society, the cancel culture, I don't think it exists. I think from the journalism side, I think somebody made a good article that went viral, like cancel culture. I think somebody made a good article one day and it went viral and it became a thing, like cancel culture. It's not really a cancel culture.
You had a name to put with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because
we got things going on. This ain't nothing new.
Cancel culture is like divorce. Like the United States got a high divorce rate. And like if you ever been a child of somebody divorced, like when my folks got a divorce, it was like cancel culture. You cancel the other motherfucker. You gotta pick which one you gotta cancel. You know what I'm saying? So popular, non-popular. I mean, we always lived in a cancel culture. Now we got a name.
Yeah, exactly. Now we got a name for it. That's all it is.
I don't think it's no canceling.
Point a name for it. Like now, like 3 years ago, you didn't hear like narcissist. I'm starting to hear narcissists every.
Oh man, dude.
Like, black people wasn't saying narcissists.
All right. Right now, why are you saying narcissist? You saying it because that nigga got called cheating. What's his name?
Oh yeah, that nigga is a narcissist.
Yeah, that's a narcissist. He's a fucking narcissist. That's why we saying it. That's why the vibe came up. I was waiting for him. I didn't even put his name in the list. Yeah, man. But yeah, that nigga, man. What's up?
That's why I don't like none of the Facebook gurus and shit like that. I don't like that
all
shit.
All of them fake, man.
Don't sit there and talk to me like you got all the answers and you just perfect.
Man. He make a nigga look bad
I don't
too.
believe in that. You know what I'm saying? It's I believe you can't perfect good.
Nah,
you can't
man.
perfect it. Just like a motherfucker. He can be evil, but he can't perfect it. You know what I'm saying? Like you can be bad, but you ain't gonna be able to perfect bad because you're gonna love a cat. You might kill motherfuckers, but you're gonna love a dog. You know that love gonna come out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, you're right.
It's gonna come out in some type of way. So I believe the same thing about being good. You can't perfect it. Like your fucked up part gonna come out in some kind of way. You might not kill nobody. You just might be negative as fuck. You might, you know what I'm saying? Do a little silly shit. You know
I'm talking about real shit, man.
Real.
Man, shit. But yeah, man, like they got Eminem, they talking about they want to cancel him, man, in hip hop and shit, like for the 1,000th time, man. And I just think, man, anybody who's from like I think what's there needs to be there. I think a lot of this shit, man, is just hype. And it's like the internet has came to a point to where now, you know, like I asked the people on my show, what's the long-term effects of the internet, like social media and shit, long-term effects. And I think we came to a point where I came to a conclusion of we need to like really, really, really like time ourselves on that motherfucker, man. Like on social media, we really need to give ourselves like.
It's like I'm just saying, it's like a tool. It's just like any other tool, like a hammer. You can use a hammer to build a house, but you can also use a hammer to bash a motherfucking head. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, how you gonna use this tool? And it's like we haven't had nothing like this before. So it's just a growing process of seeing, okay, how can I use this tool? You got the same internet that got little kids knowing how to do shit way more advanced than what they would have learned in school because they was interested in it and they searched and they, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? And to watch these videos and learn how to do makeup and, you know what I'm saying? Like,
education is at an all-time high.
Do different stuff like that. We didn't have this in my day, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
like,
access to education at an all-time high.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't have access to really like whatever topic that you into, whether it be astronomy or your art or this and that. You can just pick up your phone and wouldn't have been doing information. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we wouldn't have been doing this.
Do that. We had to go to the library. We had to, you know what I'm saying? You could watch a video of somebody explaining this stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's just how you gonna use it. It's like people like it. Like I was watching this little podcast and they was talking to this this 17-year-old black dude, like 17-year-old. He just retired his family because he done made $1 million off the internet.
Yeah,
he became a millionaire off his little business that he started. You know what I'm saying? That goes back to what you were saying. Like you would teach your kids business instead of going to college. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like get them started with a business. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
this dude he just retired his mother and his grandma. You know what I'm saying?
Like that's where it's at. Like
that's where it's at. It's so much opportunity out here. They got them NFTs. You heard of NFTs? It's all kinds of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like to make money, Bitcoin. It's like where you gonna take your mind to? Yeah. You gonna get this information and jump in at the beginning, or you gonna?
Yeah, that's like I could spin records all goddamn day, but like I'm gonna get paid on advertising. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like advertising and marketing and you know, shit like that. That's how you get paid. It ain't like
that's a skill.
and it's a job. It's like shit. Like right now, shit. I sell like let me sell a couple cars for a car lot right now. You know what I'm saying? Just get commissions. I mean, it's just I'm not working for them. I don't have to go to the office, but I can sell their cars like from here, or just from online. You know what I mean? Just. You know, you build up a name and fucking people start trusting you and they'll buy a fucking car from you. They'll buy a refrigerator. They'll buy video games.
Billy Carson, he had a podcast
Billy Carson
talking about how he got on the Billboard 100 top 100s. Like he doing like this little seminar explaining like different methods to use to increase your business tax, your business credit. So you can get a line of credit like with the business, to start a business. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's what that's all the stuff I know so far. I got it from Billy Carson. Like when it comes to this media shit. But I need to get better.
He was talking about like how he got on Billboard Top 100 was that he started putting his songs, like he used to, like he'll take memes off the internet, like memes and little viral videos, and he'll mash them together into a compilation, but he'll put his song as the background song. So he was getting streams every time.
Killing that shit.
Watching these viral videos, these compilations.
Yo, Billy a motherfucker, man.
I'm like, damn.
That's a very intelligent black dude, man. That nigga got his own.
That's
he got his own
system. So, but that goes to show that, like, when you see like Cardi B's reach #1, now you got to kind of, you know, now. We can just do fuck shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
I see. Yeah. I be seeing all of that type stuff now. So like when I get all of these people giving me these like outrageous numbers and shit like that, they think I'm supposed to be impressed. I just like, nah, that's possible as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like what's impossible is selling these tapes right here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
For real?
Yeah. I got an artist who got tapes, man. That nigga got tapes. Them always be booming too, but it's so rare. It's like now this shit like this is like an NFT, you know what I mean? And they just put it in the app and you can make money off it. But like, so yeah, if you got crazy numbers. Like Drake was like the first somebody to do something the other day. And I'm just like, dude, you know how much money go into promotion to where like that can happen? That's like so easy.
Exactly.
It's not even,
and they don't like music.
not even impressive.
That's a different thing with music. Like after a song gets stuck in your head, you don't really know if you like the song or not. You're gonna be finding yourself singing the shit. You know what I'm saying?
You hear it
So
about
they can get it
7
played
times.
a good amount of times. They got you. You know?
Because it's like, okay, I pick up my phone, I hear it. Just say I hear it on 3 different social medias, and then I see it on the YouTube, then see it on the commercial or something, or pick up another device and see it on that. I'm hooked because I done got it 5 or 6 times. Like that's all it takes. And then the radio used to have to be on, and then we used to have to listen to that song and listen for that song. Now that song is thrown the fuck at us. Like no matter what, like we're gonna hear like 30 seconds of it just scrolling down the timeline, you know.
And if you sit there and you listen to the song, they're gonna start feeding you other videos with that song in it. You know what I'm saying?
So if I'm Mr. Drake and I got a Facebook and I got an Instagram and all of this stuff, and they say, do you want to boost this post? Well, I could put 2 million on this post, nigga.
Yeah.
Like, so everybody else, they put like, what, $100 a week, $35 a day, or some shit like that on it. He's putting $365,000 a day on this shit. Like, it's supposed to be like
for real.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Honorable DJ Metal Monkey. And if you ain't wearing 60K clothing, then you ain't black. Click on the link in the description. 60K clothing. Black on, black excellence. Y'all go get y'all some.
I can't hesitate. Penny sipping and cigar mentions. Thinking vivid on this road to millions. Hunky told me keep my business safe. So haters just won't sit and pray. She speaking like cause haters built to hate.
People, like we're not really listening to this shit like this, man. Like I'm not about the sugarcoat, man. That's why I said to people on my show I listen to. And actually I fuck with Drake. Drake is dope, but at the same time, too, but I'm just being
this
keeping
is
it
my
real.
problem with Drake. Drake is doing he's from Canada, but he's doing a US nigga impression. You know what I'm saying?
Right. He don't even, I don't think he know it like down his side, but we know it because we know
it. I mean, we don't know. A lot of us don't know it, but that's how I feel. I feel like he's mocking me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Me too, man.
If he was a real rapper, like he'd be coming out letting us know what the Canadian lingo is, how it is to live there. Like any other rapper, if they're a rapper from Brazil, if they're a rapper from Europe, they let you know how it is in their hood because that's what rap was built on.
Yeah,
Drake,
man.
only motherfucker. He come from Canada. He come from Louisiana. He come from Miami.
Houston. Yeah,
wherever it's hot at right there. He can come from Texas.
Yeah. Chicago, like nigga, like, oh really, bro? Like really? That's what we doing?
Yeah, well, that's the only hang up I got, and I feel like he got that Beyonce thing going on now. Beyonce, she didn't really open up about herself and her music to me until this last out, like Lemonade. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that gave us a real snapshot of who she was. Oh, okay, you just like the other bitches, you getting cheated on. Okay, you normal. You know what I'm saying? But Drake, we really don't know who this motherfucker is. You know what I'm saying? All that shit about, his father wasn't around. His father come out doing interviews saying, I was always there, but he just said there. Sell records. Yeah, being a fatherless child. You know what I'm saying? So that's what he think of us as Black American, as men.
Yeah, he's just trying to talk to us. Yeah,
you know
he's just giving us some shit that's like, okay, you know what craft, you know how what hip hop mean to us. And I feel like, you know what it means to us. So it's basically, you're like mocking us. Man. Like,
exactly.
That's how I feel about it. It's kind of overhyped shit. That's why like these niggas talking about, man, I do pop and I do, man, get your ass out of here, man. Chris Brown do pop, nigga. Can you make a record like him?
Exactly.
That's my fucking goat. Y'all fuck with Chris Brown, nigga. And on the Toronto team,
I can't front on Chris Brown. I like his music.
I love him, dude. I love
just some. I don't love his music. I like his music. Like to me, as far as the R&B is concerned, Usher got that on lock.
Usher, That
Usher
too, yeah.
contains circles around that little nigga. I'm sorry. That's R&B.
Usher
Chris
is
Brown. Chris Brown just started, like when Chris Brown came out, he was more like Jason Derulo type music.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
he
saying?
was. Yeah, he was.
Y'all remember that?
Chris Brown got a lot of songs.
After he got in trouble with Rihanna, that's when he started trying to fuck with black people and get more urban. You know what I'm saying? Before that, he was pop.
But I can name but I can name pop artists, man. I've been talking to a lot of rappers and they've been telling me, man, I'm a pop artist. No, man. I mean, some of your songs might slide into that pop category, but
they had to come out with
you're
pop
not Michael
because they didn't want little white people consider listening to niggas. You know what I'm saying? So they made it pop.
It's just niggas saying crossover. Niggas could just go back to saying crossover.
That's all it is.
And just stop telling me pop because that shit, when people say that shit's starting to make me cringe because I'm like, man, you hip hop, bro. That shit, a hip hop beat, you just rap it in auto-tune.
Exactly.
That's what the fuck it is. That's not a pop song. Put it next to Beat It. Put it next to Beat It. Or put it next to fucking Bruno Mars, nigga. You want pop? Play it against Bruno Mars and see what it is.
Bruno Mars get a pass. He a culture appropriator too, but I mean, I don't consider him a culture appropriator. He's a cultural appreciator. I'll give him that because he do it in a way that respect. You know what I'm saying? Like you can tell that he really.
He invited to the barbecue. He invited.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can invite him to the barbecue. He good. We can let him in.
We can let him in. For real. He passed. He don't be saying stupid shit. Right. He just focused on the music.
So in Pennsylvania, they had a law that was like the juvenile law. They could lock a juvenile up for life without possibility of parole or whatever like that. So they ended.
Depending on what they did, you know what I'm saying?
A juvenile, so like it's like, okay, they got him in they just stopped the law. They just made that shit. They like that's some bullshit. We ain't gonna do that.
I think it's some bullshit because like kids can seriously make mistakes at a young age and can be rehabilitated. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
That's what look, the dude got locked up. He's been locked up for 68 years. Named John Legion. He was locked up for 68 years. Last time he was out, like Duke Ellington was on the fucking radio.
How old was he?
He's I don't know, he's 83 years old now. And he got locked up, and he's been locked up for 68 years. Wow. 68 years. So like
15.
Yeah, young as fuck. I mean, you know, we can do the math after we watch the show again, but yeah, like, so he was a kid, and they had like, and it's crazy. I got a video on this shit, but it's just mad. Like the dude was walking around, it was showing him when he got out, walking around the city and looking at the buses and shit like that, talking about what was there. And man, that shit was just like mind blowing. I'm like, wow, just listening to him talk. It's like watching the end of life. Yeah, it's like watching the end of life, seeing like Eddie Murphy and Martin get out and then start seeing the world for what it is. I bet that's some wild shit. If you got locked up in like 1975 and you got out today, then somebody did. Somewhere somebody did. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I think it's different these days because like prisoners got cell phones now. So, you know what I'm saying? Like they be all on TikTok, they got Facebook.
I got on the live the other night, so I'm just scrolling down my shit. I got on the live the other night, and I seen this guy, and I realized, I said, damn, actually I wasn't on his live, it was just on my timeline, and I didn't click on it yet. And I looked, and it looked like they was in prison. So I was like, what? So I clicked on it, and then I seen like 100 motherfuckers on there talking about some free my nigga and hoes and all kinds of shit, looking your DMs, all that shit. So I got in there and I'm looking at this shit and they locked up. And then the other nigga with a phone walked up to the screen and was like, yo, man, who all on your live, man? And I'm like, he got a phone in his hand. Like, what the fuck?
Yep.
Oh, man, this shit fucking wild out here, man.
For real.
I think they should. I think they should take prisoners and enlist them in the military.
Nah, that's another form of they do that already. That's a form of genocide by war. Like that's what your major wars do. They start drafting all the minorities that they want to get rid of and put them in the army and let them fight.
Man, look, man, hey, it's better than these innocent kids going out here. I mean, I don't have enough for college, and then they go to the.
I think they need to stop locking people up for so long for these little petty ass crimes.
For drugs, drugs.
Yeah,
what the fuck
drugs,
are we doing?
You know what I'm saying?
What are we doing?
Exactly. Like drugs, that shouldn't even get you in jail. Like that should get you a rehab or something. You know what I'm saying? Rite Aid and Walmart sell drugs every day, all day. Exactly. Schedule 1 drugs, like Schedule 9 or whatever. See, all that, like that's what I'm talking about. All that stuff is rooted in racism. If you look at the war on drugs, it's always been the war on black people, even from marijuana. You watch that video, Marijuana Madness, they show the black, it'll make them like black guys. Oh yeah, Reefer Madness, and that was man, them motherfuckers, they wilding the fuck out with that shit. I think that shit's so funny, man. But yeah, if they got let me see what else I had, man. I know I had to tell about the old man story because I had this video. That shit crazy to get locked up that long, man. But he stabbed a nigga though. Like I ain't gonna lie, the nigga. Like I looked up his story. I thought his story was gonna be like some kind of heartwarming ass. Nah, man. Like he just got drunk. Railroad. Nah, man. He didn't get set up for nothing. They got drunk, and him and his friends went out and they stabbed up some motherfuckers, man, and got in fights and shit. Wow. Terrorizing people. So yeah, you're supposed to get locked up, motherfucker. 2 people.
Joseph Ligon, 83, was freed from Eastern Pennsylvania prison on Thursday. In 1953, he was sentenced to life in prison at the age of 15. Ligon was born in Alabama to a poor family. After moving to Philadelphia, he was enrolled in elementary school, but he dropped out by the 4th grade and was illiterate. When he was 15 years old, he was considered an outsider among his peers. Ligon believes he was scapegoated and made to take the fall for the crimes. In prison, Ligon kept to himself. Most of the time, he worked as a janitor. He also learned to read and write. In his spare time, Ligon also trained as a boxer and kept in good physical condition by enduring grueling workouts. Ligon and other teens allegedly got drunk and went on assault spree in Philadelphia. 2 people were killed. Ligon was sentenced to life imprisonment for murder. In prison, Ligon kept to himself. Most of the time, he worked as a janitor. He also learned to read and write. In his spare time, Ligon also trained as a boxer and kept in good physical condition by enduring grueling workouts. Ligon has denied killing the 2 and has refused to apply for parole because he says he never killed anyone. In the 1970s, hundreds of lifers in Pennsylvania were released as part of a clemency plan, but Ligon never applied to have his sentence commuted. "I'm just a stubborn type of person," Ligon said. "I was born that way." In 2012, Supreme Court ruled life sentences for juveniles were unconstitutional. 5 years later, Pennsylvania sentenced Ligon to 35 years in prison. In 2020, the state agreed to release him after appeals from Ligon's attorney.
Died that night, like, wow, like, yeah, so it's like, you saw a bitch, you know, but.
That was murder. They do lock you up for life for that.
Right. So what's up with this Goodwill raid, man? That's why I'm saying, like, I still shop with Goodwill just because they got good bargains, but, man, you know them niggas, every nonprofit is really, man, you know they full of shit.
Yeah, all of them full of shit. All that shit.
I was gonna start a nonprofit, but I was like, I can't be full of shit, bro, because my intentions of making money is the reason why I'm doing business. So like, I can't be like nonprofit and act like, man.
And I feel sorry for the people that's really handicapped and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? No, seriously, because these motherfuckers, they need jobs in this place. They get money and they supposed to hire 75% of severely handicapped people. These people in wheelchairs, paraplegics, all that stuff. They're supposed to get first bill when they go up to Goodwill and try to get a job.
Federal agents swarm this parking lot. It's all part of a massive nationwide investigation into alleged fraud, insider dealing, and bid rigging on federal contracts. Contracts that are supposed to go to helping severely disabled get jobs.
No comment, please.
No one inside is talking. The person described to CNN as a manager here led away to his car without comment. As CNN first reported in July, nearly $2.3 billion in government contracts earmarked to hire the severely disabled are at stake. And the investigation, CNN has learned, goes way beyond Goodwill Industries in Memphis. It is, in fact, part of a nationwide probe into possibly dozens of government contractors who may be violating the law. The government agency that's in charge of awarding contracts is called Ability One, and the entire program is now under investigation by the Justice Department and several inspectors general. Goodwill in Memphis has multi-million-dollar Ability One contracts with the IRS, the Veterans Affairs, and the Public Services Building Agency. To get an Ability One contract, the government requires 75% of the work be performed by people who are severely disabled. This former hiring manager says at the Ability One contractor she used to work for, the company would fill the tens of millions of dollars in contracts with just about anyone who walked in the door.
So you could say 100% of my employees are severely disabled.
Correct.
And none of them are.
Right.
And you'd still have this contract.
Right. Because there's nobody checking.
Drew, Goodwill is a name that a lot of people know. A lot of people have very positive thoughts about it. This is going to come as a shock to them.
Yeah, John, this raid took place searching for evidence that Goodwill Industries in Memphis is one of these contractors across the country that's been awarded federal contracts specifically to hire the severely disabled. And according to our sources, they are not. It's a lot of money, too. $22 million to this Memphis office alone since 2010.
Has Goodwill responded?
Only that they're cooperating. We've heard nothing from the international headquarters and nothing at all, John, from the most important agency in all this. That's Ability One, the presidential commission that is supposed to be checking on the disability hires and, according to our sources, is deliberately allowing these contracts to go to contractors who aren't meeting these federal guidelines. A lot more to come in almost every part of the country on this.
They come to find out ain't even 5% of their people handicapped. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Oh, man, look. Them motherfuckers are getting a check regardless.
They get millions from the government. You know what I'm saying?
Would I had done it? Yes.
Huh?
I would have had done
it. You would have They doing it now with all these people doing the PIP loans and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
I would have did it. Like, okay, you said
all that stuff is gonna come back on you. This is a test. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and try to get that money now.
They got Goodwill.
Away with it.
I think Goodwill pissed somebody off probably, man. This has been going on too long. Like, why didn't it get stopped year one? Why didn't they get caught year one or year two doing this? They've been doing this shit for like over 20 years, man. Like,
but I'm just saying this is the beginning of the crackdown, because you look at what's happening with this pandemic. Now we got everybody. Like people who ain't never filed no taxes trying to file some taxes now so they can get for real.
Yes, they is. Yeah.
So look what the government doing. Now they get to really get a good number of how many of you it is. Because now you're trying to make sure they know who you are. Because some people flew under the radar because they wasn't filing taxes because they was making less than $12,000 a year on books. You know what I'm saying? Now you going, you letting the government know who you is, and now you filed your taxes. Now they get to number you. Now they get to watch you and watch your spending. You know
over with, yes.
That's what I'm saying. So all these people that went and did all this fraudulent stuff, or you collecting unemployment when you still, you know what I'm saying, when you ain't supposed to and stuff like that, they gonna catch you. You know what I'm saying? That's a part of it, and you don't have to get your money back.
They gonna Wesley snipe you, man. They gonna Wesley snipe you.
Exactly. They gonna get you. Like they gonna start auditing a lot of motherfuckers, and that's gonna be the new way. It ain't gonna be drugs no more. It's gonna get you for fraud and shit like that.
Because American business is built on the number one bit is built on pyramid scheme type shit, man.
Exactly.
Ponzi scheme. Like,
so instead of locking niggas up for fraud, they gonna lock you up for something that you did yourself.
Legalize all the drugs and everybody.
They kind of set it up for you. It's like entrapment. I'm gonna set up this thing, and I know people gonna take advantage of it. And I'm like, you gotta listen to the jargon when they talking about this shit. They know niggas gonna take advantage of this shit. You know what I'm saying? To be unqualified and get this money, and now you're gonna have to do federal time for that shit.
Yeah, they gonna do it. They gonna do that federal time for it.
Yeah.
They fuck, man. We got Drake. Oh shit. So in Fayetteville, man received. All right, I got the video after I get to talking about this, but check it, man. It's a dude in Fayetteville got his last paycheck and all pennies poured in his driveway, and it was 90,000 pennies, and it was all dipped in oil. It put pennies, 90,000 pennies dipped in oil, poured in that nigga driveway on his last pay. What the fuck can you, man? How can you piss somebody off that bad, man?
Wow.
90,000.
So what did he do?
I don't know, man. I got this video.
I was watching all night, motherfucking. I'll be like, I'm gonna watch these motherfuckers, and I'm
what? Yeah, because at the man, we what? You know, all right, 90,000, and then all them goddamn pennies. So what I would have did was took all the pennies. Yes, they got scooped up, and I'd had me and my homeboys or somebody would have went to Walmart to the penny machine. Now that machine.
Yeah,
been doing that bit for
you
about
would
3
have
hours.
to a couple of them.
I'd have burnt up the same motherfucker. Boom, 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 like back to back. They were like, "What y'all doing?" I'd had a shopping cart full of pennies. Like, we scooping. Like, shit. And I would have videotaped it and went viral. Because the news story went viral, shit.
That's crazy.
Man, yeah,
is that legal? I would sue the company. To me, that would be a form of harassment.
That's fucking
you know what I'm saying? I would get me a lawyer. Fuck.
Oh, man, you know that's dog. I would have been. What? I would have beat somebody up. Somebody physically would have got touched.
Trust me, I would have got a lawyer. I feel harassed. I quit this job and they give me my last paycheck in pennies and shit. You know what I'm saying?
So man, they got that's fucking crazy, man. They got what the fuck else I had, man? Definitely not CDC zombies, man. I talked about that so much to where I'm prepared for the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
Like I am. Like, for real, man. I've talked about that like my last 3 shows, man. Probably 4 shows. I don't know. Spring break, man. You from Miami, man. What it looking like out there, man? They're getting COVID a lot right now.
That's the thing that people don't realize. I hate to get back on race, but that shit is racist.
Why, man? What's so racist about it, man? Tell me.
Look at it. Okay, now they open up the city. You know what I'm saying? Because like this is another lawsuit that people should be able to get. They open up the city and they say it's okay to come. They open up the beaches. They open up the restaurants to full capacity and shit. Right. Now just because they attracted a lot of black people. Now these black people got all that stimulus money and all this unemployment money. They ran down to Miami because it was open. But then once they get there, you're going to close the shit on them. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how the crowd you want it. You know what I'm saying?
Man, look.
Racist. And the messed up part is the businesses are mad too because they were making money. Like they've been closed for a long time. And now they finally able to make some money and the crowd is out there. They don't care what color it is, but it's the city. Like, all these black people.
They seen them niggas with the $1,400 coming at their ass, boy.
Racist Cubans and racist Cuban cops is the reason why I left Miami, and that's on God.
Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah, they racist. Man, what?
Man, Cubans they on another level of racism. Like, you know what I'm saying? like, I mean, I went to school with someone that was cool, but like on a grand thing, even when I went there to visit, like for my grandmother's funeral, like I noticed that they was using that mask thing as a racism type thing. I'm walking into the store, the lady at the counter don't got on a mask. Her mask, she got on a mask, but it's down under her chin. And she's telling me I gotta put on a mask.
Yeah.
You gotta put on a mask. I'm like, man, you don't even have your mask all the way up.
Out there in Miami, them niggas racist as fuck, man. Them Cubans, man, and something like, man, shit, they racist as a motherfucker, man. And you can't really tell because they think they trying to be white so bad.
They try to be white, yeah.
And it's like, But y'all more
Even
racist than
now.
white. Yeah, it's crazy.
Because
I'm telling you,
white people were taking over Miami again. White people, Russians, all that, they taking over Miami again. You know what I'm saying?
That shit crazy, man.
About a higher land and everything. It's crazy.
That's man. That shit wild,
Miami too. You know what I'm saying?
But they about to shut that shit down though. Like they about to shut that shit down, man. There ain't no spring break for these niggas. Like, but they talking about these super spreader events. We just had an all-star weekend out here.
No, because we already had spring break last year. They not breaking it up where the white people at. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere I see they breaking it up is where a whole bunch of black people at. You know what I'm saying?
For real. That's crazy, man. So man, shit, we got one. Let me see what else, man. We got something else, man. It was a bunch of shit that I wanted. All right, we got Donna Gilchrist. Yeah, I got her commercial. It's coming on this bitch. Because that's a this day in history. But Dre backed out of fucking versus battle shit. No shit. I don't want to hear no Dr. Dre. I don't want to hear no fucking Dr. Dre versus. I don't even want to hear no more. I want no more.
I like his beats now. His beats is raw.
Yeah, man. But
I ain't never been a fan of his rapping.
I'm kind of over versus battle, man. I'm just over versus battle.
Nah, they gotta come. I want to see the Isley Brothers in Earth, Wind, and Fire, and I want to see SWV versus Escape.
Okay. Now that's what I'm saying. Like, if I hear something that's interesting, cool. But I seen like the Ghostface Killer.
Go ahead.
Ghostface and Raekwon, you know, like I'm a huge Ghostface fan, but I ain't want to see that. But I ain't want to see that shit.
Wu-Tang Clan, come on.
Yeah, I still ain't want to see it because I like Ghostface.
I'm not like, but I know there's a market for that. I can't front on them like it ain't people out there that want to see it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like,
just because you might not want to see it, there's people out there that want to see it.
There's people out there want to see it because I watched E40 and Too Short. That shit was live.
See, now me personally, I'm not a fan. I mean, I'm a fan of Too Short, but like E40 music don't really do nothing for me. Even though he got a couple little bops.
I love that shit. I love that shit because it let me know that damn, they both been doing this shit for a long time.
Both
Too Short dropped in like.
I think that was the perfect matchup for them to put E40 in.
Yeah, man.
They got both
Short,
got a big catalog.
Too Short shit started in 1978. 1978. This is first.
How old is Too Short?
I think 62 or 63. Some shit like that. I don't know.
I remember when I was little. I'm serious. I remember being 12 years old listening to Too Short. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Like all my life I've been listening to Too Short. Like he's been a rapper since Ben. You know what I'm saying?
That, listening to Too Short. And 3 6 Mafia been out for a long time too.
Yeah, they've been out for a minute. And
that's
why I say like Juicy J is probably like one of my favorite producers because he stood the test of time and he never got nobody lane. Nobody ever got in his lane. Just did his thing.
He made good music.
Him and DJ Paul, like they've been doing their thing all the time. They got Grammys, everything, and they still sort of seem underground.
I'm a DJ fan. I like his last album. That shit was dope.
Yeah, and they still seem sort of underground. Like they rich as God, but they, you know,
cult following.
Right. So Kendrick Johnson, that was the story I had to bring up. Kendrick Johnson is a guy who got rolled up in the gym, man, a couple of years ago. And he was killed by his family got a tape of a confession of the dude who killed him.
In the case of a teen found dead in a high school gym. Kendrick Johnson's family say they recently obtained a recording of someone who may be confessing to killing him. The 17-year-old was found dead in a rolled-up gym mat in his high school 8 years ago. An autopsy ruled his death an accident, but his family has always believed he was killed. They turned over the 25-second recording to the sheriff earlier this week.
And I quote, "They're gonna catch me anyways. I should have never done this. I was young and stupid. Kendrick didn't deserve this, man. A couple of seconds go by, and he ends with a very tearful, "They're gonna catch me anyways."
The family says the audio was secretly recorded by the person's family member who sold it to them for $1,000. Lowndes County Sheriff Ashley Polk says they are working to authenticate the clip and will ask the GBI for help. He also confirmed the recording may possibly be someone already questioned in the case. Earlier this month, the sheriff announced he was reopening this case after getting new evidence from a federal investigation.
He was a high school, and they burned his body up. They rolled it up burned his body up and rolled up in a gym mat or something, or beat it up. Some shit. They killed him.
Yeah, I remember that. I heard about that. I heard about them finding the body in the gym mat. Yeah, they tried to say that he fell some kind of way back. Fell in the gym mat.
Man. Yeah, he fit. Yeah, how? Like, what the fuck? It was a big cover up.
Cell phone and fell down there some kind of way and got stuck.
Right. And it's wild what's going on with the story. And I'm like, so I'm watching this unfold this week. Breonna Taylor's boyfriend got cleared of the shooting at the
he's suing now.
I would too, man.
Me too.
I'd sue and get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, that's what he better do.
I'd sue and get the fuck out of there. Like, name change, please. Like, all of this. Like, I want the whole Tekashi 6ix9ine treatment. I want all that, and I want another name, nigga. Like, all that shit. Like, that's exactly what I'll get. But he should give him about 100 racks, 200 racks, or more. Like, I asked for as much as I could get. Shit, man. So, what new pieces you got, man? Go ahead and hit us up with the new pieces again, man. and tell us
up to you again.
Yeah, man, and tell us when the next show coming out, all that. Just throw us in there before we get out of here, man.
I don't think I showed you this one yet.
Yeah. See, I seen that one in person, but I like that one. Yeah, it ain't been on the show yet. Yeah. Hell yeah. So y'all get them, man. Like, how much do you charge for like a piece like that or something like that? Like, if people want to,
man, a piece that small will probably be $100.
For sure. Yeah. Definitely, man. I damn sure, because I need me some more shit.
Yeah.
I need me some more shit.
See, something like this size, I was doing these for 25.
Oh, that's what?
Like this, I know, but I don't went up, like, because even though it's a smaller painting, it's still the same amount of work because I was using a smaller brush. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
So like maybe I'll do like $50 for something this size, right?
Right. That's dope.
I'm trying, like I said, I want to do the fashion thing because then I can make it more affordable for people if I print them on shirts. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
oh man,
only the painting that I had to put more than like 20 hours in, and then you only want to pay, like $40 for it. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's not worth it.
Right. You damn right. So man, like when you dropping your next show, man, the Libra channel.
My YouTube channel, man, I feel like they're gonna shadow ban me on YouTube.
You think they shadow ban you on YouTube?
Yep.
What the fuck?
Man, it's like how you can go from 1 week. Not that I was getting a lot of views, it was like, but 1 week I did real good. Then the next week it was like
just dropped off like flies.
Just dropped off completely. Weird. Like maybe 3 people watched the video. You know what I'm saying?
That's something crazy.
I had to think about like the topics I was talking about and stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I think I did start talking about like like investing your money wisely and stuff like shit they don't want you to hear.
Yeah. Man, it might be some weird shit because when I'm off 1,000 people or 2,000. I mean, about 1,000, nigga. Like, I be wondering, what did I do wrong? But now I just post, man, and like and you can have. I don't give a damn if you got 20,000 subscribers or 15. All them subscribers ain't gonna watch your shit. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that's
I don't even have that many subscribers. Like, I had to start all over again. So I'm up to like 61 subscribers, and none of them watched none of that last video I put up.
Y'all,
it's weird.
Wow, shit, y'all hit that man up. Check it out. Cause like I get Jah Givingtree. But
I got a Libra channel. You got to be a Libra.
I know a lot of Libras though, man. I damn sure. My mom, to start out, my mom's Libra. Like somebody, it's like, man, I know a lot of Libras. It's crazy. But like your channel though, man, like I don't know, man. It'll grow over time, man. You probably have to start over though. Like that's what I had to do with this shit. Like I had to start over. Like last year, it was just last year, man. Before the anniversary, before season 6 started, I started to fuck over because shit wasn't looking right. Like
that's how I feel. Like, what do I do? Maybe I need to start another channel.
Even now, I can go back to my earlier shit that I left on the show so people can see the progress.
Yeah.
I can go back and it's still not that many more views on those videos. But if I look on the analytics, it'll show that like somebody watched that shit, somebody watched that, but it's not that many more.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know what to say. I just know I keep it organic, man. I keep it organic. I keep it funky.
It's
man.
weird, man. My shit dropped off like nothing. Like it went down to nothing. I don't know. It's like, and then I checked the tags that I put the same tags that I put in the last video that got like almost over 100 and some views. Man.
You watch Roberto Blake?
Who is that?
Yeah, just it's this guy, he's a YouTube guy. Like he started out about like us, you know what I'm saying, whatever like that. And then he grew his shit. Now he's like in like the top 5 YouTubers, nigga, like in his black dude. But like check out Roberto
Blake.
Blake.
YouTube changed a lot because remember back in the day you was able to just start off and you know maybe you only could do like 5-minute videos and then they give you more like longer lengths. You know what I'm saying? But now you can put up a video as long as you want, but you can't go live until you have 1,000 followers.
Yeah. And then by that time, like me, I don't even want to go live. Like I'm like, the thing about live sometimes is like, sometimes you do want some editing. Sometimes you do want, man, I gotta go take a piss, man. You know, I mean, it's certain shit, you know, I was told about that the other day and I was like, I'm not cool with the location thing. You know, like people die on live. Like I'm just not with this shit. Like why can't I just record this motherfucker like NBC do? NBC and HBO pre-record their shit. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's better to pre-record too, so that you can, you know what I'm saying, edit. Because you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you be in the moment, and because this is the day and age where people can pull up stuff that you done said. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you probably be like, yo, man, I didn't mean to say it like that. Because like when you are recording, you don't realize some of the stuff you say until you rewatch it. You know what I'm saying? Like because
you don't realize how it came across until you rewatch.
Yeah. The other day I said, I was talking to Money Sean and I was listening to it on Spotify this morning. It said, I had said, yeah, I got like 20 people that I could hit up from the show. That's 20,000 I met.
Yeah.
So I could have went across to him in a different way, but he probably like, oh, so well, 20 people that's okay number? No, nigga, 20,000. Like when you're doing organic shit, you might can reach 20,000 people. You might got 20,000 people phone number and emails that you can actually talk to and reach, but only 2,000 or 3,000, 5,000 might watch your show, or 1,000 or 900 or 500. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just how it goes, and you got to live with that and just go on, like and figure it out over time, like what happened, like because you can get caught up in the what happens. You know what I'm saying? That shit's bullshit. Like, what happened? Let me try to fix. Nah, you ain't gonna fix no mistakes. YouTube got some shit going on. You'll figure it out after a while. Just like keep going. You know, just keep publishing. You know?
I'm gonna try to stay consistent because I'm feeling like I don't know if this is worth my time.
I don't know, man. Fucking bring it. Hey, look.
Maybe I should start doing some painting on there. You know what I'm saying?
Man, do some painting like the goddamn the PBS nigga. Remember the PBS white nigga with the fro? We was talking about that time. Yeah, do some painting.
The thing about painting is like it's done in layers. You know what I'm saying? So like if you see like one of my paintings in that first layer, you're gonna be like, damn, can this nigga even draw? You know what I'm saying? But then as I build it up, that's when it becomes, you know what I'm saying? Like, so for me to show that process, like I might feel a little self-conscious, you know what I'm saying?
Man, look, man.
Maybe people need to see the process. I don't know.
Man, look. Man, you get tired. If you get tired of fucking with them, come over to Death Row, man. Yeah, man, come over here, man. We'll be all good, bro. Like, come over here. We get on the channel because, like, shit. I don't know, man. It's fucking Metal Monkey radio show is straight. Ryan used to be on the Metal Monkey. She got her own show and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Well, yeah, she doing good as fuck. But like, she was doing good on my show. It's just like I'm an honest guy. Like, if your numbers start doing good, I'm not about to just be like, nigga, stay on my channel to make it fucking raw. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, man, go on get your own shit and grow. You know what I'm saying? Like, grow. You know what I'm saying? Somehow what you doing is fucking right. Her Spotify probably better than mine. You know what I'm saying? So, because I don't do good on Spotify at all. It's the other, like Google and all of the other shit that like people who really listen to podcasts and NPR radio and Georgia Public, they fucking with. So like, she started, but like shit, if you want to come over to the station, man, like shit, goddamn get you published up and then goddamn take the fuck off. I mean, I don't know.
We gotta talk about that then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, cause shit, man, that shit would be dope for me. Like, I could take an extra day off, bro. Damn. Fuck yeah. Or actually, I got something for you though, man. I'd rather you have your shit though. Like, I'm joking, but like real, I can turn you on some shit, more distribution. Make it worth your while and shit, bro. Oh shit, somebody sent me some money. Well, you know, hey, when somebody sends you some money, you know what time of the show that is. Ladies and gentlemen, this is episode 175 with Jah Givingtree, my dog. Fuck yeah. And you gonna be back, man. I hope, man. You said you'll be doing the show every now and then. So shit.
Definitely. Just
fucking taking you up on your word.
Sure, this Zoom shit make it real easy.
Man, niggas don't know, man. This is hey, get used to it, cause this is I watched the Breakfast Club this morning. They was on Zoom. They've been on Zoom for like since I've been on Zoom. You feel me? So yeah, cause in person is good, cause I can always shoot over your crib.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm gonna be honest,
better chemistry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. That shit is great, man. It's cool. The only thing that's fucked up is I would rather come over your crib and just kick it. You know what I'm saying? And be a normal human. And then, but then like when I get over there, I know I'm gonna think camera, man. We need to get this shit down, talk about. So like, I don't know, it's hard, man. Hard being your friend, bro. But yeah, man, I don't know, man. I'm about to go ahead and since I got this little thing in, I'm about to go get some of this money, man. I'm about to go cash out.
I need to get something to eat. My phone about to die in a minute.
Hell yeah, man. Thank you for coming by, man. Fuck with me, man. Like, I'm gonna hit you up.
All
right, man.
Yeah.
Dude asked me this morning, what you playing on that radio, Jack? I said, Brazil Hill, Rich Point Records. Go check it out.
But you want me on feet? Yeah, I need. Come see, I'm trying to go up, 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 up. Yeah, I'm trying to go up, up.